good evening, my lovely sewing friends. How are you on this lovely Saturday night? So let's join. Hello, Tiana. You were the first one in tonight. You win a prize. I'll give you one of these little sample things. Let me just join our TikTok friends to us, and I'm gonna carry on sorting out the merch. Hold on a minute. 3, 2, 1. Good evening, my lovely TikTokers. How are you this evening? I'm going to do it right this time because I did not do it right earlier, did I? There you go. So you should be able to read it all now, which is much better. So have you all had a nice dinner? I hope you have. I had a nice dinner actually. And did a few little bits and bobs, you know me, had a few more bits and bobs to sort out. There is even more stuff now in the other room. It is their Friday stuff. So I've brought in all the banners. I've sorted out the Proud Lounge stuff, sorted out the glue sticks for the glue gun, and yeah, so now I thought what I'd do is sort out the merch, and then we're going to go and carry on with my handbag and finish off that. So now let me see. Yes, if you've got any questions you want to ask, then please do. And also thank you very much for joining me on this lovely Saturday evening. The weather outside is pretty awful. I can't believe it. It's literally I mean, it's not as bad that I need to get my umbrella to go from my garden into my house, but I have actually had to do that before. So hello Emma, welcome to you this evening. Hope you're good. So this is the box that's got the show guides in it. This has the show guides, so that is definitely a box that's going to go. Now all the other show guides are indoors, so that's okay. So now I've got the print fabby stuff. So, but essentially all the stuff that's going to go on the leaflet table is going to be on the Saturday morning stuff. If I can't get it in my car, then it will go Saturday morning. So that is those. Now I need to get the other box, because in this box is the sewing kits. Now remember, we put them all into the what do you call it, all into the goodie bags, and we put them all in the goodie bags. And so I'm just trying to do it. Oh, that's a horrible noise, isn't it? The magic. So I'm going to write on that show guides. I really need a felt pen. Do you know what? It just so happens that down here I might have some coloured pens. Let's grab one of these, because it's driving me mad that I do not have a Sharpie pen, but I could probably just use one of those. There you go. These are for when I've made the little children's sewing things before. So I'm going to write on that show guides. Show guides. There we go. Show guides. Right. So what I want to do is I want to divide up all the stuff, all the merchy stuff, and then I get the Saturday stuff in one pile and the Sunday stuff in another pile, and then hopefully that's job done. So we've got our Sunday. These are our Sunday wristbands. That's the Sunday. That's the Saturday. That's the Saturday wristband. There is enough wristbands for you people coming to our show. They're the Sundays. Sunday, Saturday. Right. Let me just write that on there. Hello, Thomas. Good evening to you. Hope you're good. Hello, Kate. Hello, Mitch. Hello, Sussex somebody or other. Hello, Maddie. Sunday wrist bands. So these are going to be like a proper little memento for people that come to our show. Sunday wrist bands. That's better. At least that pen works. Oh my goodness me, I can't keep writing it in a ballpoint pen. Right, so Sunday. Okay, let's get the other box. So what is in there? Oh, that is leaflets. Now that is the stuff for the kids, for the Brighton School of Singing. This is the tape measures. This is the spare box. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide up the sewing kits. Okay, that's the first job to do. So we got those for the Saturday and for the Sunday, and then what I've also got in another box somewhere is in this one. Right, so we've got the pens and those, a few bits and bobs. So this is the one. Okay, this is the one that I'm keeping. Are you doing Facebook Live every day this week, says Thomas over on Facebook? I think so, Thomas. No, I won't be doing it on Thursday night because that's the night before our show, and I won't be doing it Friday because obviously we'll be at the show. But Saturday and Sunday I'll be doing it during the day, so you can look out for that. So yeah, so definitely Monday, all day Monday. Hang on a minute, I'm just thinking, Thomas, hold on a minute. 1, 2, right, this, that is what I'm saving for my own personal use. Then oh, there's yeah, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oh, and a batch of pens, them, and I want to get some things. Yes, so definitely I will be live streaming all day tomorrow, all day Monday because it's Bank Holiday Monday special. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, no Thursday or Friday because I'm at the show. I'm setting the quilt show up, and obviously Saturday, Sunday will be the quilt show. So whether I'll be live streaming the Monday after the quilt show, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea right now. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. So in here is, I'm not worried about the tape measures at the moment. Is the sewing kits. So I'm going to take a little wad of sewing kits because I think, you know, I'd like to keep some of those for my own personal use. Hello, Heidi. Sorting out my merch, Heidi. Sorting out my merch. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be like, you know, divide it up into the Saturday and the Sunday. So we got like a bag of pens for the Saturday and a bag of pens for the Sunday. And then we've got, I have no idea how many are here. I need to count these. No, absolutely no idea. The boxes, honestly, it is like incredible the amount of boxes like everywhere. I was just literally saying to my husband earlier, I don't think my studio has ever been this packed. I don't think it's ever been this packed. Obviously, when I did like weddings, I used to have like a lot of flowers like were going off to wedding fairs, you know, not wedding fairs, to weddings, well, wedding and wedding fairs, and you know, so but then I generally, if it was massive displays, I generally would make those like really close to the time. So although the bouquets and the buttonholes I'd make up like a couple of weeks before the wedding and then they'd be collected. So I don't think my sewing has ever been this packed. I mean, it's like Christmas. It literally is like Christmas, but even at Christmas it's not this packed. Right. So how many of our lovely little template things that we've got? So this is some of the merch we're going to give out at the show. So I'm going to do a Saturday box and a Sunday box. This is my rubbish bag. We'll use that. So yes, if you've got any questions you want to ask, then please do. And if you wonder what I'm doing, I'm currently prepping for our quilt show. I am going to carry on making my bag in a bit. And yes, I have gone and got the they're all literally packed together. I have gone and got the my camera system to try into the bag, and I have got the little goodie bag of those needles to have a little look, see if we can find a better one. But these are pretty cool, aren't they? Look at these. Look, they're pretty good little merchy things to give out at the quilt show. These have been made by Crafty UK, actually. Guy called Andy, who makes templates and stuff like that for quilting. And yeah, love them. Absolutely love them. Right. I'm not counting. I mean, I will be in a minute, because we want to make sure that the Saturday people have as much chance, or I should say the Sunday people have as much chance as the Saturday people. Okay, so that's the rubbish there. Let's have a little count of these. Have a little count, because I have no idea how many we've got. Let's see who else is joining us on this lovely, hello Georgina, welcome to you, on this lovely Saturday night. So yeah, it has been quite windy and horrible here today, in all honesty. Right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll count them in piles of 10. Hello, Debbie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm counting the merch for the Saturday and the Sunday to make sure that it is equal. What day are you coming, Debbie, to the show? I remember you bought a ticket, but I can't remember. Remember you said you bought a ticket. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So people, whoever gets these, they're gonna get pretty lucky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't even remember how we ordered. Oh, hello, Sharon. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, you're coming Saturday. Amazing, amazing. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As you're in Brighton, Debbie, and it's your birthday. That's amazing. Oh, when you come and say, you must come and say hello to me, Debbie. Tell me that you're the Brighton Debbie, and oh, that's really, really nice. It's your birthday. I obviously planned that one right for you, then, didn't I? Let me see how many I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so there's an odd one. Might keep that for myself. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so we got 70. We got 70 of these. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm thinking. What do we do? So I think we need to do 10, 20, 30. We'll do 30. We'll do 35. Okay. We'll do 35 for each. I mean, technically speaking, Saturday at the moment, Saturday has got more people booked to come. Sunday is getting there. It is getting there because obviously oh, hang on a minute. Oh no, it's fine. So our tickets are still discounted until midnight tonight. So if you haven't got them, go and get them. But after that, you can still buy them on the door. You can still buy them on the website. It's just going to be a little bit more, £1.50 more. Let's see how many of these we've got. Because we've got to be, got to be fair. Make sure those Sunday guys have the right amount for that. So, right, I'm going to get a bit of bubble wrap to bubble wrap it up. Hello, Jill. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. I'm going to put that there. So how many have we got? Right, hold, bear with me while I just count. Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So is there 19 on each row? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19. Okay. This is going to be easy. This is going to be very easy. So we've got four rows of 19. So I'm going to bring over into the Saturday box from the Sunday box these ones. So if you so my volunteers are going to be giving out this merch. So if you don't get one of the goodie bags, if you're not one of the first 50 in the queue on the Saturday or the Sunday and you don't get a goodie bag, there is going to be some of the merch lurking around. So I might have some on me, just depends really. Just depends, I don't know. So and then we're going to do the tape measures. That's what we're going to do. Because the tape measures, there's a lot more tape measures than there is. Right, so that's those 19. Let me just count these. 1, 2, 4, 5. So if we do 5 and 5, 5 there, and 5 in there. And then what have we got here? 3 and 3. Amazing. Amazing. There we go. So that is that. So we've got them, we've got them. Okay, so the next thing then is, so I need to pack into this one with pens and those little things, the little 2.5 inch 2.5 inch templates. They can go in there. Put them in there, put them in there, put them in there. So okay, so we've now done the Saturday and Sunday box. So that's handy. How heavy are we looking at? Okay, not too heavy. That's good. So the next thing is the tape measures. Now, This is going to be really interesting. I don't actually know how to do this. So we might. I kind of need 2 smaller boxes, but I suppose we could just take them and as they are. So I wanted to keep a whole load of tape measures. Right, I'm going the other side. Hold on a minute. Let's go around the other side. Gonna turn you around that way. There we go. Yes, as you can see, boxes galore, boxes everywhere. And I should get rid of the rubbish. Put it in my dustbin bag. There's stuff everywhere. What did I want? Oh, another tray. That's what I wanted. One of these. Because I do have some groups, some quilt groups I'm going to see later in the year. And so I do want to be able to take them some tape measures. So I'm going to put some tape measures in here and in the small box. And I've got everything left. I might have to count them. I can't believe it. I might actually have to count them. That's going to be fun. Right, I'm coming back around. Oh, hang on. Put it that way. Let's see who else is joining us. Hello, CPB. Hello, Alumia. Welcome to you. There's a lot. There's a lot of boxes, a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm going to fill up one of these trays with some of the tape measures. Because I would actually, we actually want to keep some back. Because like I said, I do have some groups that I'm going to go and visit later in the year. So, you know, and there is like 1,000 tape measures here. 1,000. That's just mad. I don't think I've ever had that many tape measures. Let's pop them in here. If I fill up this whole tray, that could work, couldn't it? And then we've got that box there. They can go in our cupboard because we have our little our merch cupboard, which I kind of give out because I have got a few other shows to go to as well. Well, at the moment, actually, how many have I got? 3, I think, to go to. I'm going to Farnborough on the 11th of September, and then we're going to. I got an Isle of Wight one to go to. Actually, that's going to be exciting. That's in October. I might be going to the one in November. One at Birmingham. We shall see. Right. So yeah. So I do need a few little bits of merchy bits to take with us. So what I might do, actually, do you know what? Rather than actually count all these, what I might do is wait. Do you think that's a good idea? I think it's a good idea. Just wait. Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, this is like a little. Oh, look at that. That's interesting. I suppose they would sit there when they came. Right, that's fine. Right. These are literally let's see who else is joining us. Hello, Bubs. Hello, Lady of Glass. Welcome to you. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. It's a lovely Saturday night. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, I am just sorting out my merch at the moment. So my merch for my quilt show. So we will be giving out, if you come to our quilt show, is next weekend. I cannot believe it is next weekend. And before we know it, it's going to be Monday morning, and I'm going to be saying, this week. Oh dear. You spend so long like organising things sometimes, and then the day just flies around, doesn't it? Before you know it. So yes. So I'm just thinking. Yeah. So we're having our very first inaugural quilt show, if you haven't heard about it, at the Brighton Racecourse next weekend, the 5th and 6th of September. And it's going to be amazing, actually, because we've got an incredible collection of quilts that are coming to our show, which is the Speak Their Name quilts from the Memorial charity. And then we've got the NHS quilts, we've got some award-winning quilts, we've got some really, really, really inspiring, amazing quilts that people have made. We got some alternative things as well, like some wall hangings. Obviously, we've got my ghost quilt that's going to be on display, and then some really, really, really great exhibitors, really, really great ones. We've got ones that are going to be doing demos and sell amazing fabrics and have kits, and there's some sewing machines. So the world of sewing are coming with their incredible stand that has lots and lots of lovely sewing machines and fabrics. We've also got Roy from Roy's Material World. He is coming, and you're like a child on the countdown to Christmas. I know, Sharon. I know. Have you got your countdown clock going? So yes, we've got Roy's Material World coming in with his array of display of fabrics and Lady So and So. But we've also got some really, really, really small exhibitors coming as well. And like we've got So Fabulous Fabrics, we've got So Nitty, who else can I think of? The Patchwork Cat. I mean, there's just an amazing one. So if you want to know the full rundown of all the exhibitors we've got coming to our show, then go to our website, www.shqa.co.uk, click on the quilt show and you'll see the exhibitors. And so, right, so these, I'm going to keep these for us because then they are in our cupboard. We can keep those. So I'm just going to go and put them, like where do I put them? And then I'm going to have a little weigh of these. I mean, dare I say it, we might have to count them. We actually might have to count them. So, because we could put them in there, couldn't we? They could go in the top. I think if we did them in like batches of like what, 20, 25, something like that. So let me take. So that's our badges, that's our sewing kits, that's our kits, that's our pens, that's our stickers. Right, I'm just going to go and put this over here for the minute. Get a sip of my tea. Oh. Right. Okay, so I am back. Had a sip of my tea while I was there. Okay, so we've got 2 boxes. We've got the Saturday, we've got the Sunday, and let's see who else has joined. So everyone on TikTok. Hello, Liz. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Alfro. Hello, Altea. Welcome to you. Yes, so if you're just joining now, if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and I am the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. And I'm just prepping for our quilt show. We've got our very first quilt show this weekend coming, the 5th and 6th of September at the Brighton Racecourse. So please come along to our show. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. I know we've sold a lot of tickets today, which is like, woo! There is somebody coming. Someone's coming to our show. So what I try and do next is divide up the Saturday and the Sunday. So this is going to be a Saturday box, or it could be a Friday box because it's the leaflets for the stand. And then I do not know what that is. That is from one of my talks. I need to put that somewhere. That is the children's fabric, which can go there. And then, there's like, I need more space. I need another whole room to do it. Right, what is in here? Okay, so we've got the box in here and the box in there. Oh, should we just go for it? I'm thinking, okay, let's just go for it, because then these boxes. So I'm gonna do it by 10s. Okay, I'm gonna do it by 10s. I'm thinking that's the best way to go. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 10. Right, let's just do this. Let's just do it. Let's just like I think Kirsty's going to be a little bit disappointed with me because she's put them all so pretty in here, and I've just gone, Mah. Is that one? Actually, what I could do is we could divide them up. Put that there. Okay. We're just going to do 10. We're just going to do 10s at a time. I think that is the best way to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then when I get exhausted, I'm like, right, we're going to have a rest and we'll come back to this later. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not going to do it for too much longer. We'll just do a bit. And then I can carry on tomorrow, dividing them all up. I mean, maybe I should weigh it, but I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't want to make it too heavy as well. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it shouldn't be too as horrendous as what I thought because they're all actually in lines, so it shouldn't be too bad. To divide them up into the 5s. 4, 3, 6, 10. There's only one more line on this. You're thinking, how many's in the box? There is only one more line at the bottom, but it's quite a bit of a. I've forgotten. I've forgotten which one. I'm thinking. I'm trying to do them in turn. Right, that one needs one more. I mean, I think. Oh yeah, this is so we're now at the bottom row. Okay, so we are at the bottom row. So 5. Yeah, so if you see any of our volunteers around and you want one of our merch, then just ask them. So if you've got any of your merch with you, so Rachel says, and they will see what they can do because they know where it's going to be. I've told them where they can find it to hand it all out to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. 3, 4, 5. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we're nearly there. And then I'm definitely going to go and have a rest. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. And then there's going to be some rosettes as well because there is 50 rosettes that have been made that are going to be given out. So, you know, you can grab one of those. And 10. 1, 2, 3. And then 10, another 2 on that one. Oh my goodness me. My arms are definitely aching at this point because this is so. Need one more on that one. It's so deep. This box is so deep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so if I grab 5 from this box, then there we go. That is what we'll do. And then I think, so then that is, so I'm going to call this the Saturday box and the Sunday box. Saturday merch, Sunday merch. And there'll be another one as well. Where did my pen go? There it is. Right, here we go. So this is, there's Jessica. Saturday merch. There we go. This is, thank you very much, Jessica, for sharing my live. I'm sorting out my merch, Jessica. That's what I'm doing. And this is the Sunday merch. So this is kind of getting there, isn't there? Because we've got, right, Sunday merch. There we go. Saturday and Sunday. Sunday merch is done. Right, I'm going to pop this somewhere I do not know where right now. I'm going to pop that. Where should we put it? Let's put it up here. Put it up there. Okay. Right, so I'm going to come back around. So Saturday, Sunday. Okay. So this is the leaflets. So obviously the leaflets we're going to need. That is the Sunday merch. That is a Saturday merch. What we're also going to need on the Saturday is the kids stuff. So that's the kids stuff. And then we're going to need, that's the Saturday wristbands. And then you've got the Sunday wristbands. Right. And then, of course, you've got the show guides. That's the leaflets. Okay, so I need to put the leaflets somewhere. They need to go all together. I might take them in later. And then there's one more box. We've got one more box to sort out, which is those ones. So we can divide that up tomorrow. And then you've got the show, not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. And then you've got the show guides. The show guides, they got to go in. So I think we are almost. That is for the front desk. This is a Friday stuff. This is Friday stuff. And right, I tell you what I need to do now. What I need to do is sort out my own demo stuff. Let's do that. Because that's like a bit of light relief, isn't it? Sort out my own demo stuff, which I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay. Right, Friday is getting bigger. Right. Okay, so I am doing on the Saturday and the Sunday at 2:30. I just had to remember then. What time? 2:30. I'm doing a demo of Siddi quilting, SIDDI quilting. I mean, I don't think, have I done some on a live stream? I'm not sure actually, but I'll tell you what I'll do is tomorrow, let me show you it because it's really, really great. And this quilt here, this quilt has been made using Siddi quilting. So I will have this quilt at the show. It will be on my demo stand to show you. So that is definitely going to the show. This is also something that I've made. This is one of my my Siddi quilted bags. Look, it's got lots of pockets in it. There you go. Look, I made that as well. And so this is basically what I'm going to be demoing, how to do this kind of stitching. So I just need to check, what have I got in here? Because there were some bits and bobs. Okay. So now these are actually my pieces. These are my bag pieces that I need to put another bag together. This is, oh, okay. This is one that I've started on. Okay, that's fine. So we can take that one. So I'm going to need, what am I going to need? I'm going to need my pins, my embroidery cotton. I might actually, hang on, that's another thing to sort out. That's for the raffle prizes. The raffle tickets, actually, the raffle tickets. So it looks amazing. Thank you very much, Sharon. This is, I love doing this. Look, so this is one that I started. This is actually one that I did a demo with. So I'm going to take that because sometimes people like to sew along. So I do have some spare kind of ones. Let me just have a little look at what I've got. Okay, I might have to create myself some more. There's quite a few. I can't believe it. There's actually quite a few that have been started and not because I did a few demos. I mean, I could take this one off. I could actually undo it and then take it off. Maybe. In all honesty, I think that's going to be the best solution. So I've got some that are finished. I could undo that one and undo that one. Then maybe undo, because I'm only doing 2 demos. So I could, I'll tell you what, I won't undo that one. I'll just undo these two. And then you've got this one here, which I've kind of started. Okay, that's fine. So then my next thing that I'm going to need is a bag of scraps. Now I am debating, do I actually take some scraps for sale? This is the thing. I'm going to think about it during the week because it's just like one extra thing to think about. But I could use that, couldn't I? I need like a bag or something to put it all in. I mean, I do have this, so I could take that. What do you reckon? Oh, hang on. I found something else I need. Found something else that I need. Oh my goodness me. Right, that's another job. Hold on a minute, my people. I will be back. I think I'm going to need this as well. Yes, I need to count this. Right, okay. These are all the bags to give out to the exhibitors at the end. Right, okay. Hello, Sue. How are you? Hope you're good. Right, so I'm going to use this that my very good friend Leslie made me, and we're going to put all the scraps in that. We're going to put all the embroidery cotton in that. So this is my birthday ones. If you probably remember when I was making my jelly roll race quilt. Don't really want to lose this though. Let me see if I can find another one, because that'll be a good job done. It definitely will be a good job done, that's for sure. If I can get all my stuff, because then I don't have to take that up until the Saturday. And there we go. That one there, that one there, that one there. Right. Hurrah. Okay. So what I'm going to do is put all the scraps in there. We're just going to undo them out of here. I think that's the best thing to do. I mean, I did think about taking some to sell, but it's a, and I didn't think about taking my patterns to sell, which actually, that's just another complicated thing. So I think, if you want my patterns, you're going to have to go and get them off my website. Okay, so let me go and get a pair of my scissors that can go in there. So I found, while I was just looking just now, I found some more of my little cubey things, which is what we used for the show in, I wonder where that went. I've got to show you, this is so cute. Yeah, so what we used, there was another pin. Do I just leave that in there? Maybe we'll just take the one. Okay. I just got to show you this, kid. When I went to a quilt show in America, in Arizona, and a lady gave me this. It goes on your wrist, and you put like your quilters clips on it. It's pretty cute. Look at that. It is pretty cute. I mean, I probably should use it a bit more, really. And what I was also going to show you was that's there. That can go there. Right. Oh yeah. Hold on. Honestly, this whole room is going to need a major tidy up. Let me show you this. This is adorable. Okay, I got this. Look, it's a little piggy. Can you see that? Little piggy. I got it when I went to I think the Scottish Quilting Show. Yeah, Scottish Quilting Show back in March. And it is so adorable. I don't even know how it's ended up in there, to be totally honest with you, because I thought it was on my shelf in the other room. But it's really cute because there's a little tape measure. It's a little tape measure, look. And then what you do is you wind it up like that. You wind up the piggy's tail. Isn't that cute? That's really cute. And I got this from a stand at Sewing Pleasure. I'm trying to remember, who was it? It'll come to me in a minute. It will come to me in a minute. Right, so that's the kind of rubbish. So what we're going to do So I've got my scraps ready. What I also need to get, oh, do you, Sharon? You have that as well. I love it. Honestly, it's one of my highlights. Is one of my highlights. So I need to prepare into here some more of these like cards with the embroidery cotton into that, and then I need to get myself a needle, and I have brought the John James needles out. So I got the quilt. That's my demos. This one I'm going to take off. I do get a pin cushion, don't I? Which one should we use? Shall we use that one? Let me just see. It's a really difficult one because usually I'm only doing like a demo for like an hour, and I wouldn't usually do. I'd kind of be somewhere else, you know. I wouldn't actually be at my own quilt show, which is like really funny. I'm just thinking, hang on a minute, what is on here? Have I got any needles here? Oh, look, I've actually got one. Well, that is super helpful. I'm going to put that across the top so I can use that one. Okay, I'm going to put loads of pins into that because it's going to need loads of pins in there. Where do I have? I'm trying to think. I need to get, oh, mind you, I've got some pins in here we can take out. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to undo this. Okay, undo this. That's the plan. Let me get my skizzers. So we're going to need those as well. This is why it's probably a good idea actually to where are we? No, not that. Oh, they'll do. Right. Yeah, sorry. It's probably a really good idea actually to be doing this because now I can work out what I need and what I don't need. And it's so I've just got my quilt because I did it back in March so one of the charities that we partner with is called Tools for Self-Reliance, and back in March this year we went there to help them with their stash sale, and I did a little demo of I did it all day actually, demos of Siddi quilting, SIDDI quilting. And did your friend like the bag? He made them. Well, Debbie actually, he did send me a message and he said he still hasn't got it because he's still up in London. So he's like, apparently wants to get home to get it. So I'm going to find out tomorrow. So I will let you know tomorrow. Yes, the thingy bag. So I will keep you updated on that one. Yeah. So anyway, so going back to March. So when one of our charities that we partner with called Tools for Self-Reliance, they do like stash sales in March, and we went to their stash sale, and because obviously in the stash stuff you buy, you know, like scraps of wadding and fabrics and stuff like that. I did a demo of this Siddi quilting, and so this is actually from then. I can totally see this is from it. Right, okay, so that is that one. I'm going to fold that one over. So that's that ready to go. We've got some more scraps in here. Thank you to my good friend Leslie. Thank you very much for making me that. Love that very, very much. I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to put it all in the bag. So it's all ready to go. So I've got the pins. I got that. I do need embroidery cotton. That's one thing we can go around the other side and sort out in a minute. Around to the other room. Do we need a pen? No, I don't need a pen. Do we need a pen? Oh dear. Yeah, so the bag actually, that Siddi quilted bag, that's one that I did with my my crafty stitches. I never got round to turn it into a pattern. I mean, technically speaking, I do have all the photos of it. I just got to literally write it out as a pattern. I've never got round to doing that as yet, and I will eventually put it into a pattern because it's a really, really cool bag because it's using all your scraps, your scrap wadding, your scrap fabrics, and it's really, you know, you could definitely make it if you came to a sewing retreat, one of our sewing retreats. You could definitely make this bag. Oh, well, if you worked on it for 2 days, you would get this done in 2 days. This whole bag, and it's really great. I've had a couple of those actually over the years, and then give them away to people. I've got another one sitting down there somewhere. Okay, so that's that one. That's that one. There we go. Right. Pull these bits off. You don't want those. We don't want these bits of thread. So that's another job done, my lovely sewing friends. We have done the boxes for the Saturday and Sunday. We just got one more box of the tape measures to sort out, which we can do tomorrow. Now I've got two things, one for Saturday, one for Sunday. Got my scraps in there, got my pin cushion there, got my snippers there. That's my pin cushion. I've got my needle. So I do need to get a needle threader. I need to get a needle threader. Okay. I think, apart from the cottons, which we're going to go and get, we're almost there. So I'm going to put that there, put that there, put that over there. Let's go. Let's go into the other room. I'm going to put something in the bin. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. I'm going to put you back on charge. Okay. On charge, be back in charge. There we go. You are back on charge. Right. So let me see. Or do you need to add scissors? I've got my little snippers. Thank you very much, Sue. I have got my scissors in here. I got my little snippers, and I've also got my little skizzers. That's all I need. Thank you very much for asking me about that. I'm just making sure you can all see what you need. Slightly moving around. Hold on. That better? I think that's better. Thank you, Summer, for following me. If you want to share my live, please do. And right, so I've got my little goodie bag. We're going to check out those needles in a minute. I need to sip of my tea first. Oh, would help if I undid it, wouldn't it? Lovely. I did have another. I am going to need one of these. I did have a spare one. What did I do with my spare one? Because that would be super helpful to not have to. There's my glass head pins. I did have. Let me just have a look in my box over here. Hold on a minute. If not, I will have to. If not, I will have to just make a note. So these, and I'm going to tell you, these pins are absolutely amazing. Okay, they are from the range 99p. They are amazing. They are probably the best pins I've ever had. So those are definitely going in my bag. And then, but what I am going to put a needle threader in there, but I can't put this one just yet. So I might have to make myself a note to say needle threader. Let's use the back of this. Because if I don't do that, you just know, needle threader. I do have one somewhere. I know I brought myself another one in case I forgot it. Or I lost it, actually. Not forgot it, I lost it. Right. So the next job we're going to do is get some embroidery cottons. It doesn't really matter what colour embroidery thread you use, really, for city quilting. It can be anything. So I'm just going to get myself some. What should we get? We get some pinks. We get some yellow. We get some orange, and we get a lilac. We take four. Four would be more enough because I'm not when I do the demo. We're not going to end up stitching the whole thing. It will be part of it. Right. Go in there. There you go. Now the next thing is the cards. So I do wonder whether I've got any in here. We're gonna have a little look. Let's have a little look. So I'm gonna put my blues, save my blues. So my blues are for my jacket. That came out really well, didn't it, this morning, actually? I was really this afternoon, I should say. I was really chuffed about that. Let me have a look and see what is in here. Hello, Charlotte. Welcome to you. Hello, Nancy Lynn. Hello, Robert. Hello, Regan. Lots of lovely people joining us here on a Saturday night. So yeah, if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel and I'm from Brighton. I'm from the south coast of the UK. And it's quite It's been a bit horrible weather down here today, in all honesty. Right, can't use those. It's the short answers to that one. Can't use those. There's not enough. I'm gonna take this one off. We're gonna use that one. Because what I like to do when I do my demo of city quilting, because I love doing it, I talk about like the cards that you can put them on and how to thread it around that. But I might have to go and raid my, hang on a minute, what is that over there? That'll do. I'm absolutely convinced I had another one. Right, okay. Clearly not. Anyway, look, I found some more card. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take this with us because I like to show people as well how to like make them into something like that, because sometimes you think, well, how would you get it into that shape? So that's why I like to show people. So that can go in there with the scissors and the embroidery cotton. So all I need to put into this now is my needle threader. That is all I need to do. Right. I'm going to put that. Where should we put it? Where shall we put it? I'm literally running out of space. It's just incredible right now. There's so much stuff everywhere. There is too much stuff everywhere. Okay, so first of all, before we get on to finishing off my handbag, which we're going to do, I just want to go through what John James gave me, because I did look at it. In all honesty, I did look at it when they gave it to me, but I haven't really. There's my chirpy bird. I haven't. Time to get a sip of tea when chirpy bird chirps. I wish I knew where that spare needle threader was. I might have to buy myself another one. Anyway, right, so they gave me some little thimbles. The thimbles I can put in my backpack. They gave me a nice little keyringy thing, this thing, that I can put on my backpack. So that's those sorted. They then gave me some deluxe knitters and some knit. Let me start again. Happy to do anything to help. Amazing. Thank you, Maz. Deluxe knitters and knitting. I can't say it. Knitters needles. They gave me those. They also gave me these knitters needles. So I mean, I have used something like this before, because when I've done like knitting and I wanted to like stitch some stuff together, I've used those. But I do like that one. I mean, look at that. How interesting is that? Anyway, so those I need to put. Well, I say I need to put them in my wall, but you know, have you ever seen me knitting? Not for a long time. So they also gave me some snippers. Those are super helpful. They can go in my snipper drawer. And then they gave me quilting needles. Okay. Long and short beading needles. Okay. Cross stitch and bead embroidery needles. Craft needles. Deluxe knitters. Well, we're not going to use those. Quilting and basting. We might use those. Quilting and patchwork. We might use those. Okay. So let's have a look. See, because I haven't even opened them. So I don't even know what they look like. Let's go look. Right, first of all, craft needle set. 14 hand sewing needles. Your quality needles are neatly packaged in handy little envelopes. Ooh. Okay. Let's have a look. If we can get it opened. Yes, if you've got any questions you want to ask, then please do. Any sewing related questions or anything about me or about the So Happy Quilt Association. Is that for sewing the wool? Yes, it is, Heidi. It's for, you know, like when you've done like a this is what I've used them for anyway. Ooh, they're in tiny packets. You know, when you do like, you know, I don't know, a granny square and you want to stitch it together to another granny square, that's what they're for. Tapestry and cross stitch. Oh my goodness me. I'm really worried because they're going to be so tiny, aren't they? They're going to be so tiny. Your cup overfloweth with snips. My cup overfloweth with needles right now. Hang on. Ooh. Ooh. How funny. The first one to come out is the one that we need. I know you can't see that, can you? You see you guys can see that. I think it's a bit difficult on YouTube to see it. The first one that's come out is the one that we need. That is hilarious. No way. That is hilarious. That is really hilarious. So, right. Well then, I can keep that. Oh, there's loads of them. I thought they were different sizes. No, they're not. They are. Okay, so tapestry cross stitch. Size 22, 5 needles. Well, I am most impressed with those, John James. So in that case, you know where they're going to go. That is Kismet. It is. It is. Okay, embroidery quilting needles. Let's have a look at this. I'll make sure I open it from the right end this time. I did it the wrong end. I look like all falling out. Right, hold on. We will get onto carry on my bag. Ooh. I mean they're nice. They are nice, but they're not for using with what do you call it? With embroidery cotton. So tapestry cross stitch. Yeah, I mean that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Right, so in that case, these are going to go in with that. So I know I've got good spares to have. Let's send a huge thanks out to John James for saving my needle situation. We'll put them in there. There you go. Because you know the people will always say, what needles do you use? And I go, I use those ones. So that's really helpful. Right. Cross stitch and bead. Oh my goodness me. Size 24. These are, you see, this is why I like the Pebble, because John James these are all their craft collection, but of course they do their needles like that in a Pebble. So what would you rather have, that or that? I mean, I think this is much nicer because you open it out like there and there's your needles. That's what I quite like. Whereas, you know, this is, you know, I mean, it's usable, it's doable, but okay. So there's 2 tapestry point, more tapestry cross stitch. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. I think they're the same as the other ones. Let's have a look at these. They are identical. They can't be identical. It's bead and embroidery. I don't know. Hello, Charlotte. How are you? Hello, Abba. Welcome to you. Hello, Gascoigne. Welcome, welcome. Hope you are good. So, yeah, if you want to ask any questions, please do. If you've got any sewing-related questions, then just ask. At the moment, I'm just looking at needles that have been gifted to me from John James, which are very... Oh, no, see, those are nice. Those are very nice. I mean, they might be a tiny bit too short for me. I generally like a longer needle with a big eye hole. That's what I like. Okay, so what else is there? I'm thinking, I'm exhausted already. Looking for these needles. And we might just do some sewing, actually. Let's put that in there. Right. Quilting and basting, quilting needles. I'm tempted to look at the quilting needles. Look at those long and short bead needles. Should we have a look at the long and short? Let's see. Short beading, long beading. Ooh, long beading needles. Let's have a look. So yes, if you want to share my live, please do. Please share it. And if you haven't followed me before, then please click on the little follow button. Right. Let's have a look. Short beading and beading. Now, interestingly, funny I should be looking at these right now, because tomorrow night on my YouTube channel is the video coming out of when I went to John James Needles back in June. And when you see the lovely Dave, who showed me around, he tells you that they make the smallest needles in the world. They do, the smallest needles in the world. And oh my goodness me. Oh, that is really long and really, really thin. Can you see that there? Look, I don't know if you can see it, but don't know. I mean, I kind of want to put all these into like into a needle book. That's what I need. That's what I need to put them. I think that's what I need to do. Put them all out into like a little needly thing. Okay, I've given up already. There's too much. I do like being given goodie bags, but you know, it's I'm going to have to open these ones. So these are the quilting needles. This is a, hold on a minute. If I can get the sticker off. There we go. These are a quilting size 7, size 8, and a size 10. Right. I do like the way it folds out. I mean, that is quite cute. Okay, so it says, these needles are suited to an avid quilter. Size 7 and 8 are the most popular size for quilting needles, whilst 10 is the shortest and the finest needle in the pack. Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm not even going to get that out. I could feel how small that is. I mean, literally, it's like that small. My goodness me. I think that would be a thank you very much, but no. I'd rather go with a bigger needle. Let's see what these are. So these are a size 7 and a size 8. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's so small. They're so small. Yeah, they're definitely not for me. They are definitely not for me. They are too tiny. They are too tiny. Look, they're almost like as big as my fingernail. Okay, so I mean, are they the most popular ones for quilting? Not in my world, they're not, but they might be in someone else's world. Anyway, we're done. We're done, people. We're done. Let's do this. Let's sort out my bag. I really, really want to sort that out. Okay. So now I did. Hold on a minute. I've got too much stuff lurking everywhere. There is no space for anything right now. There's too much stuff in my sewing room. Getting ready. Do they do sashiko needles? So you see, the thing is, Heidi, I mean, I don't think I've seen them, but for my sashiko needles, I use chenille needles, and I think they do chenille needles. So actually, the chenille needles are very similar to those cross stitch needles, which I actually quite like that. I was quite impressed with that one. So yeah, now this is obviously what we did. We did this, didn't we, last night? Okay. Oh, I forgot about that. Do you know what there is? Look! How funny is this? What did I write? What did I write on here? I wrote needle threader. And guess what I've just found? A needle threader. That is what they said. That was in the goodie bag. Well, that is definitely going in there. So I don't need to put the sign on now. I can keep that there. There you go. Hurrah. That is ready to go for the... How funny. How funny is that? That's ready to go for the show. That can go in a bit. Okay. So now my bag. Right. This is one of my other ones, which I did not make. I'm just not going to claim to this one. But this is quite a good size. And I do know that all of my stuff fitted in there. However, it's slightly different because the zip is at the top, whereas my zip's going to be at the front. So I have got my camera, my chargy pack, and my microphones. My microphones are in there. So this is what I do. I film all my YouTube channel on one of these, which is my DJI microphones and my Osmo Pocket 4 camera, which is in here. Now, this is my Osmo Pocket 4 camera, and it's really, really cool. Actually, it is a really, really cool, cool little gadget. Anyway, we'll turn that off. Just thought I'd show you what it looks like. So that's my Osmo Pocket 4. I'm going to pop it in there. So that's the case that lives in. Okay. Now, so that and that. All these. This is my chargy thing, which I'm going to need for lunchtime. I am going to bring some other chargy things. So you know, there's a backup. Now, okay. I think I'm going to do a couple of things. The first thing I'm going to do is make sure. The most important thing to get in my bag is my camera system. So I'm going to move it down until I think, yeah, okay. So that's going to go there. That's going to go there. That's going to go there. I mean, I think, because I'm going to box off the corners down here, I think that is going to be enough. Because that's going to go down to there. It's going to go down to there. The zip is going to be at the front. I mean, that's what I was saying earlier, wasn't I? I was saying that earlier. I think this bit's a bit too big. So what I'm going to do is cut it right off. And then we will make the pocket to go on the back, the pocket to go on the front, and then we will review the camera situation. Now, obviously, most of the time I'm filming with it, aren't I? I realize my hairclip's coming out. So one-wheeled Carlo. Hello, one-wheeled Carlo. Sandra's joining us as well. Hello, hello. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to. Oh, I do like that size. I must admit that would be quite pretty, wouldn't it? If I had a pink, I think I'll try and find a pink zip to go on it. So the first thing to do is to trim it all down here. There shouldn't be too much trimming going on, actually, on this one. And then I'm going to do the box off the corners. Let's put that into there. Let's get my ruler. Okay. So I'm going to do a inch boxed off corner. Can't reach it. It's too far away. And I think, you know, it's going to be all right. Let me just see. Ooh. I looked in my bag. I found some safety pins. That's exciting. Need those for the show. For all of our did I leave anything else in here? Oh, glasses cloth. And obviously some free membership cards. Obviously left those in there. Might as well just leave them in there for prosperity. Okay. And I think, look, yeah, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Okay. I was going to bring the other one out, the one I'm using now, but I just thought it needs to be a bit smaller. So, right, so I'm going to do, so I've measured it to the width that I want it, the length that I want it, and now I'm going to box off the corners by an inch. So I've got my inch ruler. I'm just going to draw, so it's folded at the bottom. I'm going to draw it with my friction pen, which is an iron off pen, and then I'm going to go along the fold on the bottom for an inch, and then that way for an inch, and then come up the other side, and that essentially is going to give you your boxed corners. And so then once I've done that, I can now work out the pockets, you see, because you know where your boxed corners are. That's the best thing to do, really, is to get your boxed corners cut out first. And then what we can do is just check that, oh my goodness me, there is so much stuff everywhere. I need a proper tidy up. I'm getting a bit like, getting a bit much. So I'm just putting some clips up there because there's a tiny bit of fabric which is right on the top. Eventually that bit will get sewn in. Right, okay. So that, oh yes, that's going to be nice. That is going to be nice. That's going to be a nice size. There you go, look. That's going to be a nice, let me just see. Yeah, absolutely. Love that. Right. Okay. So now I've got to work out the pockets. So I need to, so this, I've decided that this is going to be the front. That's going to be the front. And that's going to be the back. Because I really love that fabric. I really love fabric. So let's do the back first of all. So do we have a pocket? I mean, that could be the pocket. Look. I mean, I wouldn't get huge amounts of stuff in it, but, or if we go that way, I think the problem is going that way. I mean, we could go that way, actually. Let's see. It's almost like it needs to be, I need it to be enough to maybe put some leaflets in it, that kind of size. Okay, let's do it. Let's do this. So that's going to be the pocket for the back. So we're going to crazy patchwork that in a minute. I need to get some wadding for the pocket on the front, because what I realized when I did Louise was the pocket on the front, it made it a bit too tight with doing it in the style veil. So yeah, so I definitely I need to do it in the wadding. So I think what I'm going to do in a minute. It's just quickly go into the other room and go and get myself some wadding. What time are we? We're on 20 past. Okay. We're on 20 past 9. We're 20 past 9. Yes, if you're just joining now, if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel. And I am trying to make myself another bag for my quilt show, which is this weekend coming. It's going to be a smaller one, slightly smaller than the one that I use every day. But you never know. This one might end up being my everyday bag. You never know. It might indeed. So that's going to be the pocket on the back. And then I need to go get some wadding. I do not have any wadding, people. Right, hold on. Right, you guys stay there. Ow! Right, stay there for a minute. I'll go and get some bit of wadding. Okay, 2 nice little squares. I have got some. There we go. I'm going to move you back in place. There you go. Right. So I don't need the ruler anymore. So the ruler can go back. Now, so I need to crazy patchwork that bit. So that's for the back. And then let's flip over to the front. So I still want to have that pocket on the front. And let's work out the pocket on the front. Obviously, it's got to be big enough for my phone to go in it. So I'm going to grab my phone in a minute. Hold on. Got my phone. There it is. Oh, yeah, see, that'd be fine. Look, that would be fine. Okay. So if I snip it there and snip it that way, maybe. I don't want it to be too, I think that'd be all right. Okay. Let's just check that out. I'm going to keep that under there. You know how I like to have a bit of wadding underneath so I can get all the dust. Get all the dust. Right. So now I can go there. Amazing. Right, let's pop that back. The next thing to find is the zips. Let's find the zips. I just thought of something. Now, you know how I like to use my seatbelt fabric. Well, I could use a seatbelt strapping, but I could use this strapping. What do you reckon? I'm going to use this one because it matches my my sewing machine handbag. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. I'm going to use this one. I like that one. Look at that. Look at that. It's so cute. Look, can you see? Look, it is actually a bag strapping, and it's actually got a tape measure on it. So that is what we're using. Okay, let's look at the zips. So I do have obviously the blue one, which I used before, and then I do have a pink one. I have a pink one. That's it then. We are sorted. The blue and the pink. I quite like. I know I've used this one several times now. I mean, technically speaking, I did buy a job lot of loads of those, loads. But I do like it because it's got a really thick like zip on there, and like you can put. I've got like, you know, those like a little carrier bag thing that you use when you go shopping and you need a bag. Well, I've got some of those, and I clip it onto that, so it's really, really good. So we're going to use that. Yeah, that and that bag strapping. Very, very good. Very good. I'm very, very pleased that I've decided to do that. Right, okay. So now I'm going to put there. So we need to crazy patchwork that. We need to crazy patchwork that. And then we're going to turn it through. So for now, I'm just going to put it there, put it in front of you guys. Let's do this. Before we do, I'm going to get a sip of my tea. Okay. Which one should we do first? Let's do that one first. So this is the one which is the pocket on the back. We'll put a bit of orange again for you, Heidi. Look, a bit of orange and homage to Heidi because I know she likes orange. And we'll do a little bit of purple. That's actually going to work really well there. Look, very, very well. So I'm just going to do. Actually, it's not quite long enough, but it's long enough to go that way. Okay, we'll do it that way. That's what we'll do. Yeah, so if you haven't seen me do this before, I'm doing crazy patchwork. And what you do is you lay one bit of fabric right side of fabric to right side of fabric where the raw edge is together. And then you're just going to do a stitch line down it. It doesn't need to be like a quarter of an inch or anything. It can just be anything you want it to be, really. As long as you stitch it, it can be quarter of an inch or it could be a scant edge. It's totally up to you. And then you're literally going to stitch and they're going to flip it back. So that's how you do it. Now I've got obviously this little bit here, which I'm going to need to do something with that. So let's see what I've got that might fit it. Would the green bit fit it? Oh, the green bit would fit it. Okay. So there, because obviously you've got a gap there, what you need to do, going through your orange face, that'll be, well, I'm going to get you to sign that bit, Heidi. So where you've got that bit there, obviously you don't want to go like that because you're going to cover this over. So where you lay the raw edge to the raw edge, you're just going to do like a little fold and then stitch down there, which I'll show you what you do. So now I don't know if we'll get this finished tonight, in all honesty. We might not. If we don't, I will finish it off tomorrow morning. Yeah, so when I've done my fold, I've pulled it back, so like that, and because this has got a fold here, you need to put a pin in it, and then we're going to come back and do a blanket stitch on there. And you really should put a pin in it because otherwise you forget that you've got a hole, and then you're like, I left a hole. You don't want to have a hole. So I'm going to use this one. This is very nice. I don't really want to go another. I mean, the thing is with crazy patchwork is you're not really thinking about like the direction of the fabric or the color of the fabric. I mean, it's very, very similar to city quilting actually. But when you're doing city quilting, SIDDI quilting, you do it with embroidery thread and you hand stitch it. So you're going for your orange days. Yes, have you got any questions? Or if you just joined me now on any of our social media platforms and you want to ask anything, then please just pop it in the chat because I can see the comments. And I'm going to do, I like this one. That would go well there. So let's do that way round. And again, as you can see, you know, it is a much bigger piece than I need. So I'm just going to roughly kind of like measure it, snip it along, stitch it down there, and then flip it back. And it should be enough. So I'm hoping, hello, Teresa. Good evening. Hope you're good. I'm just doing the pocket for my bag now, Teresa. I'm hoping, there you go, look, that's going to be the pocket on the back. And I need to obviously another bit of fabric and you're going to pull it through. Let's see, what have we got we could use? I know I had a piece. What piece? That's quite a big piece. That is a big piece. Oh, well, I'm going to put that to one side for the minute. I'm just seeing if I've got any, and I might have to stitch two pieces together. I think I will. Let's stitch that bit and that bit together. Love my Liberty quilts. Have you had a good day, Teresa? What have you been up to today? Is that going to be long enough? Let me see. I think so. Yeah, so I haven't got a big, I mean, technically I have got more fabric in the other room, but I want to kind of use this. So I'm just going to stitch two pieces together to create a bigger piece for the backing. She's getting a bit rattly. My banana is definitely getting a bit rattly. Right. So it should be big enough for there. So I'm going to lay that one on top of that one. Will it fit that way? Which way will it fit? Let's have a look. Oh. Might have to go slightly smaller. Let me see. Move it that way around. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. It's literally, I'm gonna have to make the pocket slightly smaller, I reckon. Do you ever add any embellishments making a scrap quilt? Do you mean like buttons and stuff like that, Sharon? You mean like yeah, like buttons for embellishments? I mean, I don't really. I mean, obviously, you know, on my jacket where that I did those stars, I put buttons in the middle, but I don't really. Well, some people do. Although I would say actually the only embellishment I suppose thinking about is the ribbons, isn't it? On the Emmeline Pankhurst quilt, that's going to have ribbons on it. So I suppose that's an embellishment. I don't really add anything else. Right, I'm going to stitch around it and then pull it through. And that should be the pocket for the back. I'm just trying to think. There is a quilt that's going to be on display because, as you know, I packed them all up today, and they're all in the dark. They're all sleeping at the moment, all the quilts. And there is a quilt which I'm trying to remember. I think it might be by. It's one of the Polegate Stitch Up ladies, and that's got a lot of embellishments on it. That you'll love that one. There's a very unusual shaped quilt actually by a lady called Lynette. She's a Polegate Stitch Ups person as well, and literally, I'm probably good. I mean, I think my ghost quilt is unusual, but I think Lynette's quilt is probably the most unusual one. I reckon. You've got to see it really. For me to cut out paper pieces. Cut out paper pieces? You might have to let me know what that's referring to. Are you talking about embellishments? Yeah, so the one from Lynette is really, really lovely. Finding and learning something new. Ah, you're alive and you're loving it. Ah, I'm really, really good. Oh, hello, Dee. Got a few ahead of you as you've just taken a stray kitten, a baby. Oh my goodness. It looks about 4 weeks old. Oh no. Oh, where's his mama? Do you think you should be like contact him? You know, the what do you call it? Cat's protection, maybe. Bring it to the quilt show. Give it to Cat's Protection Day. So I've just realised I didn't do that. So I'm too busy chatting away and thinking about things. I didn't do that blanket stitch, but it doesn't matter because it's right at the top. So I'm going to do it over the top of this. Ah, 4 week old. Where did you find the kitten, Dee? Where did you find the kitten? Oh, you cut out all of your own paper pieces for EPP. Ah, nice. Yeah, I mean, it's really nice, isn't it? You can get obviously hole punches and templates and stuff like that, but I think it's part of the fun, Teresa. It's definitely part of the fun to make all your own pieces. Definitely. Right. Okay, so I'm actually going to unpin that for now. So what I forgot to do, because I was far too busy chatting, was do a blanket stitch on that bit up there. So it's only a teeny tiny bit. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do that now, but I'm going to try and keep that straight because I've got to stitch it through as well. I got too excited putting the backing on. That's what happened. Do you know what? I might actually stitch it round first. I'm just trying to think of a plan. Right, because it could be the top, couldn't it? Right, okay. I know what. I got a plan. Do the top stitch first. Ah, you're gonna name the kitten. Oh, Dee, you know, right. A friend noticed them crying near the fountain, but no, rescue overwhelmed, and they couldn't take a kitten, and you decided you could. Ah, that's adorable. What are you gonna name it? You're gonna name it, Dee. What are you gonna name it? Why not? Why not? Take a look at that way you can say it's all done by hand. That's amazing, Teresa. Absolutely amazing. Why not? Right, I'm just going to do that bit there. It's a little tiny bit. Not a lot, but a tiny bit where really I should have blanket stitched it. So you can do it retrospectively if you want to, like that. You see, right? So now that did not cut that. Okay, I need to. So that's going to be my pocket, which I'm going to pin onto the back of the bag in a minute. Good, my little snippers. Good, my little snippers. That's going to go there. So now I'm going to crazy patchwork this bit. So this is the pocket. This is the pockets on the front. Ah, that's very, very cute, Dee. Ah, a little kitten. I love that bit of fabric. That is very super cute. So this is a blue bit. Let me see what I can find in my pile. Purple and more blue. I mean, I do like that one. I mean, that would technically just cover all of that bit there. So we could use that. And then I could just trim it back, couldn't I? Oh, no, no, no. Put it back onto the straight stitch. Name for a kitty. Astray. Astray. Ah. Someone over on TikTok D is saying you should call it Astray. Astray. Ah. Where was it? Was it like a on like a street? Could you name it after the streets? Ah. So cute. Not sure name yet. Not sure if it's boy or girl. Another fly. Oh, very oh. Ah, it's a kitten meal. And that falls asleep. Oh, it's gonna love you, Dee. It's gonna be like, yes, I found a new mama. Oh my goodness me. That is so, it's cute, but it's sad at the same time, isn't it? Do you want Chatham High Street? Oh, maybe not then. Maybe not then. Oh, the mamas, maybe, don't know. We don't like to think, do we really, what might have happened? Ah, cute. Maybe you could find a name out of Chatham. Maybe. How about Artie? Artie. I mean, Artie could be a girl or a boy, maybe. Right. You're going to bring it to the quilt show. Bring it in the quilt show. I actually, technically speaking, Dee, I do have a show shelter. I actually do have a show shelter for my cats, which we've used before. You know, like when you're decorating and that kind of thing, you know, and you want your cats out of the way. So we've got a show shelter. So we could put the cat in that. Right. I'm going to do this bit here. This might not be enough. Are you all prepped, Dee? Are you all prepped for the quilt show? Is all your stuff ready and rolling to go? Ah, a little kitten. I suppose you could get some advice maybe from a vet. Right, I'm not going to forget this time. Yeah, what colour is a kitty? Sue's saying, what colour is a kitten? I don't think you'd be able to see that comment, Dee, because it's on YouTube. She said, what colour is it? Ah, so like I said, sad but cute at the same time. Right, I'm gonna this time I'm not gonna forget to do that blanket stitch. Oh, stuff. Oh, and the kitten will fit in. Is the teeny weeny? Oh my goodness me! Yeah, 4 weeks old. Wow. His little cry must be. Oh, it's a tabby. It's a tabby stripe. There you go, Sue. It's a tabby stripe. It literally must be. Like the in a pack. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. It must be the little meow. The little meow must be so cute. Little meow. Right. So that's going to be my pocket on the front. So now I'm going to find the backing fabric that I'm going to use for that. What have we got? I'm now going to go through all my scraps because actually we're not going to need any more now. We could use the purple. I'm going to put all these away. I mean, we could use that bit. Maybe. Okay. Let's just tidy all this up. We might as well tidy it up as we go. I'm just put what you sold. I know, Sharan, I know. Sharan, you're going to meet Dee at our quilt show. She's having a stand and she's doing some demos. Dee is from DWS Designs. Right. I mean, that's a nice one. Right, I'm going to keep that one. I'm just going to literally just tidy all these up and then they can go back in the Liberty scrap box. You know which suitcase they're going to go in there. There we go. Put that in there, put that in there, that on there, on there. Those tiny little scraps. Hello, Sonnies. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. Yes, if you're just joining now, if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and I am just making myself a handbag for my quilt show, which is this weekend coming. So I did actually technically make a new one, didn't I, recently? But then I realised that actually, Sharan is looking forward to meeting you, Dee. You can't see the comments, Sharan, because she's over on Facebook. But yeah, anyway, so I did technically make myself a bag, and it wasn't. It's all right. It's great. It is a bit too big than what I need. But actually I use it today. It's great for like putting my leaflets and my cards and stuff like that in it. But do you know what? I quite like that one. Right. I haven't decided. There's too much to use. Oh, the lining. Of course, we need the lining. Right, so these bigger pieces I'm going to keep for the lining because I've got to do that pocket for the lining. Okay. So so I'm not going to use that one. Not using that one because I've got that one there. Look, got the green one there, I've decided. So I wonder about this one. If this one fits, then we're going to use this. Let's have a look. Yeah, that is definitely going to work. We'll put that on there. So we're going to stitch it round. I'm going to leave a hole. I'm going to turn it through. And then that is my pocket for the front of my bag. Make sure I put it back onto the straight stitch. I keep forgetting that, don't I? I did actually remember this time, though, to do the... hang on a minute. Making myself some space. There we go. Yeah, to do the blanket stitch. She's so rattly. Oh, my goodness. So one thing I'm really looking forward to at our quilt show is going to see the World of Sewing stand and seeing the Liberty Benina sewing machine. Really looking forward to seeing that. That's one thing I need to look for. There was something else I needed to look for. Was it some more? I mean, maybe some backing fabric to go on my friend's quilt. You know, the Jane Austen one. Something that's suitable for that. I could look up some of that. And obviously any kind of interesting gadgety thing is what I do like to look for. Turn it around. There we go. Right. Yeah, I'm really excited that I'm going to be putting that strap on my bag with the tape measure. Very happy about that. So I've got my big pieces. Let me just keep my big pieces to one side because we might need that for the lining. So we're going to do a pocket as well on the inside. Okay. So we turn this one through. Hello, Boss Librarian. Welcome to you. Yeah, so if you think that there's comments that you can't see or questions that you can't see, you can't actually, because I do have a screen that I live stream to TikTok on, and then I have my other screen that I'm live streaming to YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all the other ones. So it makes it great fun. So yeah, so when I say hello, Boss Librarian is over on TikTok. How are you, Boss Librarian? Are you good? Hope you're well on this lovely Saturday evening. And Patricia, hello Patricia, hello Seville, welcome to you. Right, so I'm pushing that, turn that through. I didn't need to do any other blanket stitch on that because we did that. So I'm just going to push out my corners as much as I can. And then we'll stitch the pockets on the front. And hello, Jeanette. Welcome to you. You are from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you. Hope you are good. So I'm just making myself a bag, Jeanette, which I'm going to have at my quilt show, which is this weekend coming. Right. So now what I'm going to do to save on my stitches is I'm actually just going to put a pin in that one. Now I've got to decide which way up do I want the pocket, and I think that might be quite nice to have that at the top of the pocket. So let's find my zip. So this is a zip. So I'm going to stitch the zip onto there. Yeah. I think that will do very nice. Obviously, then now this bag is not, you know, on my other bag I've got the fan and the pen pocket on the outside. This is not going to have one of those because obviously it's not wide enough to have it. So it will, but it is. Well, I hope. Let me get my phone. Hold on a minute. There, right. So look. Oh, it will get my phone in. Yeah. That's the most important thing. And the most important thing is to get my phone in and put that back onto there. Sorry about the wobble on the screen. Right, so I'm going to stitch the zip onto the back of the pocket. Now, you might think this is a bit of an odd way to do it, but it does work. It's my way of doing it. How are you, Jeanette? Are you good? Do you do any sewing or any crafting? So now I've got to there. I'm going to lift my press foot up. I'm going to move my zip past the press foot and carry on stitching. Slightly grimacing there because I'm thinking, right. So I'm going to get the bag. This is the bag. That is going to be the lining. There's more scraps because I need to do one more pocket, don't I, from the inside. And so what did I say? I said that's going to be the front. That's going to be the front of my bag. A little tiny little thing there. And so we're going to put the pocket on the front. So that needs to go down here. Oh, that's interesting. There's a bit of that there. Okay. That's fine. That's going to go there. My zip to get into the bag is going to be here because I might actually make it a little bit smaller. I might when I put that on and then I put that in, I might make it a bit smaller. I don't know yet. I can't go too close to the bottom. There. Let me get my ruler because I would like it, you know, straight-ish if we can get it straight-ish. So we put that there. So it's going to be about 1 inch above. I think that would be fine. And then that goes there. I mean, do we go a little bit higher? Hold on. One more ruler. Let's get the rulers. Let's get all the rulers. Hello, Cheese. Hello, Shark. Hello, Fluffy Teddy. Welcome to you. Right, okay. So that is there. Okay. Right. So I need to go just a teeny tiny bit to the right. There we go. I think that'll be all right. That'll be all right. Oh, I'll read that in a minute. Oh, you've been quilting since 1999. Had great teachers that gave you lots of quilting. Gave you the love of quilting. That's amazing. You've been quilting quite a long time. You've been quilting a whole 27 years. How amazing. Right. Okay. So I think I'm just trying to get this as straight as possible. That's going to be fine. So I need to pin it now. What you need to do is, because I've got it there, I'm now going to flip that back to here and then put pins in it to hold it in place. And then that's where you're going to stitch it along that along the inside of the zip. And I'm going to put that one there. But before I go and stitch it, I'm just going to flip that back and make sure, yeah, Brilliant. Okay, let's do that now then. And then once we've done that, we can then do the back pocket, and then we'll do the lining. I need more room. I've got so much stuff over here right now. There is too much stuff everywhere. Yes, so we are busy prepping for our quilt show, which is next weekend. So we've literally got 6 days tomorrow to our show. So sorry, I'm losing my thread. Yeah, so we're nearly there on dividing up the Saturday stuff and the Sunday stuff for the quilt show. The Friday stuff, I think, is almost together. I've just got to decide, am I going to take up, like what boxes and stuff like that, for the, what happened? Oh, there we go. Something weird happened there. I was going to decide which boxes I'm taking up on the Friday of the leaflets and that kind of stuff. Right. So now I'm stitching the zip in. Hello, Tracy. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. So did you go to any quilt shows, Jeanette, out in South Carolina? I'll take that one out. And I'm going to lift up my presser foot. I'm going to move the zip back past the presser foot, so I'm not dealing with that. And then I'm going to carry on sewing. Thank you very much for sharing my live. Thank you so much. Okay. So I'm going to flip that back over. I think I might need to take off my little threads. I can undo those for the minute. Those are my boxy corners. I do like making these bags, I must admit. And they are actually quite easy to make. So now that I've stitched it onto there, okay. So I'd stitch it down there, and the zip was on the pocket. So now I'm going to flip it over. I need to cut off the random edge bits. Okay. And set into there, and then I'm going to stitch this down. Now obviously I've got to remember, because I haven't stitched down that bottom bit, have I, where the opening was when I turned it through. So I'm going to put a pin on that so I don't forget that's the bit there. And now I'm going to stitch down here, across there, and up there. So I'm going to stitch like a cross where the zip is. Oh dear. Now I hope I've actually left enough room for my phone. I mean, there should be, because theoretically in my other bag I use the same zip, so it should be fine. If not, then you'll have to go inside, won't it? I have to go inside it, inside the bag. Yeah, so if I can actually make some space. You've been to a few, for taking a break from eye surgery. Nice. Not to the eye surgery, obviously, but nice that you've been to a few quilt shows. I hope the eye surgery went well, though, Jeanette. I hope that was all went according to plan. Right, so I'm just going to stitch up there. Now let's see if my phone does. So there is the pocket. There is the pocket on the front. Let me get my phone. Oh, sorry, make you guys go wobbly. Amazing. That fits in there. That can go back on there. Right. Wonderful. So now I'm going to put the pocket on the back, and then we're going to deal with the zip in here, because remember that a bit is Hello, Melissa. Welcome, welcome. Hello, you're watching from NM. It's got to be somewhere in America. I'm trying to think. You might have to let me know. What does NM stand for? But thank you for watching. Thank you so much. I'm from, if you haven't met me before, Melissa, my name is Rachel and I am from Brighton. I'm from the south coast of the UK and I'm making myself a new bag to have at our quilt show, which is actually this weekend coming. I'm just going to make sure that is all caught inside there. I think it is. And so this is the pocket. New Mexico. It's amazing. That is amazing. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Melissa Jessie, all the way from New Mexico. I think you might be on my very first person that has watched from New Mexico, potentially. All right, I'm going to just measure this bit here because I want to make sure the pocket is as straight as I can get it, really, you know. Do you do any quilting or any crafting, anything like that? So that's one in from that edge. And that is, right, we need to come over a bit. We need to go two in there. Then I'm going to flip it around and flip that one there. It's a really, really, really tiny bit. Tiny bit. Okay, that's okay. Now let's go to the bottom. So yeah, so we were talking about rulers earlier, weren't we? Actually, no, I must admit, this is one of my favourite rulers. This one, I got it from America, funny enough. Oh, you do quilting, knitting and sewing. Amazing. So yeah, I am the CEO and founder, Melissa, of the So Happy Quilters Association. And our membership's completely free. And we do have lots of American members. So anybody can sign up to it. You just go to our website, click on the join button, and you can sign up to that. And we are very excited at the moment because we have our very first quilt show coming up, which is next weekend. And making myself a new handbag to take to the show. Right, so this is the pocket that's going to be on the back. So I am going to decide whether I make the top smaller. I might. I'm going to stitch this down. I mean, I will get a few bits and bobs in the back. It's not going to be like the other one. The other one I can get leaflets in it. And that's why I like it. Always have to have our leaflets. So here we go. Yeah, so anyway, so we've got all the stuff piled up for the Friday for the show. That's sitting all there in front of me. And then I've got to divide up. That's what I've got to do. Actually, I could do that there, couldn't I? Because we could put all the Saturday stuff in there and the Sunday stuff could go down here and then I could put it into my office. That could work. I kind of want to get the other room clear, you know, because then I can work on that that little quilt, you know, the Hungry Caterpillar one. Don't know. We'll see how things progress tomorrow, okay? That's what we would do. So I'm definitely going to finish off my handbag in the morning, get that done. Yeah, right. So there you go. So that is the pocket on the back. That's the pocket on the back. And what did I do? Hang on a minute. There we go. Right, that's the pocket on the back. That's the pocket on the front, that one there. So now I'm going to see, right. Okay. So I actually think it's not going to be too bad because the bottom's going to be there and that's literally sitting at the bottom. And then I've just got to do the zip in the top. Right, let's prep for the zip then. Let's prep for the zip. So zip's going to go in here. I think that's going to be a tiny bit too long. Okay. Right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put the zip in place, as in just pin it along for now. And then I'm going to draw that line. I get my little snipper. So I'm going to undo the zip, pull it open like that. And I'm just going to first of all make sure that it is actually straight to the top as we can get it. Okay. So now I'm going to draw a line where I'm going to cut it open to put the zip in. So I think I'm going to go from there across to there. Still thinking of that little kitten I am. D. I'm still thinking of that cute little kitten. Like, oh, my goodness me. Right. I need to make sure it's fairly straight. So this is the bit that takes the longest, in all honesty. This bit does take the longest. So you kind of need to brace yourself. So we're probably only going to do, where's my needle, my unpicker? There's my unpicker. There it is. Yeah, probably till about 10:15, I reckon. And then we'll probably do some more in the morning. So where I've cut, where I've drawn that line, I'm now going to use my unpicker just to like poke a hole through, because it's more accurate, because obviously it's thinner. And then you're going to use the unpicker just to literally make a little hole. Now, is it going to work, this one? It might not. Let's see. No. Okay. We need to get the little scissors. Get a little snipper. So I've made the little hole so I can get in there. But I'm just going to use my little snippers just to snip it across. Okay, so there is the hole. The zip is going to sit in the other side. So what I need to do is turn it over and then cut this bit back. I tell you what I do. I am getting to love. Ah, there's my chirpy bird. That is my cuckoo clock, just so you know, if you're wondering what that is not a real bird. I'm just going to snip it back on the other side. Chirpy, chirpy, chirpy. Yeah, so when I did Louis' bag, it worked really well, didn't it? With the hand stitching it back and not machine stitching back where the zip goes. So I'm probably going to do that on this one. But for the minute, I'm just snipping that back. There we go. That's that one. Pop that in the bin. Can't really do much with that, really. I mean, I could keep it for like stuffing or stuff like that, but sometimes the little tiniest bits you think, yeah. Just going to bring it along. There we are. Right. Just going to keep snipping it along. Make it a little bit. Now I'm just thinking, what position? Ah, night, Tiana. I'll see you tomorrow. Yes, I'm going to be on during the day tomorrow. Remember, Tiana. I will be on at 10 o'clock in the morning till about 1, and then about 2:30 till about 5 o'clock again, and then in the evening. I'm going to hopefully finish my bag tomorrow. That's the plan, anyway. Right. I was just actually thinking to myself, when am I gonna? What time should I finish? Thinking, I kind of want to get this bit done, or I might get the lining done, and then we stitch this in the morning. It needs more. It needs more. Because what you need is so you've seen that I was snipping it back. You need enough to be able to fold the fabric over and stitch it back. That is why I'm going to snip it again. Snip, snip, snap. Yeah. So tomorrow morning we will carry on with trying to get it into day order. So we'll have all the Friday stuff, I think, is practically ready to go. I just need to get the quilt frames out, which, they're not coming in here. Do not worry. They're in my garage, and they're going straight from the garage into the car. And then that's Friday. And then on Saturday, the Saturday stuff, We could try and put Saturday stuff down on the floor here and the Sunday stuff in the other room. That could work, because then I could put all the raffle prizes together, all the merch together, and then the leaflets, really, I won't bring them in here because they're all sitting by my front door ready to go. That's where they are. So that is better. Okay, that's better. That's because there's enough. You see that? There's enough to like pull it over and snip it down on that bit there. Amazing. Okay, right. So I think what we're going to do, I'm just checking it. Hold on. I'm just going to check the back. So there's the back pocket. That's the back pocket. That's where the pocket's going to sit on the back. And then the front one's going to be slightly lower down on that one. So I think what I might do, let's do the lining, because then we can work out the pocket on the lining. Then we're kind of good to go for tomorrow, aren't we, really? Right, let's do the lining, people. Let's do the lining. I mean, I do really, really like that one. And then we could do the pocket, because it doesn't need a zip. So, I mean, the yellow would be nice, or the green would be nice, with a little bit of wadding in it. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. Yes. Let's do that. And then my Liberty scraps can definitely go back in the Liberty box. Let's see what I've got here. Flower show. Very nice. Very nice. This is called Liberty Fabrics Arley Gardens. Where did this bit of fabric come from? Oh, I'm just thinking, is this one of the ones that came out of that? Was it the one that came out of the... You know the box that I got from the surprise box that I got from, oh my goodness, I can't remember now. It's from the tip of my tongue. I can't remember what they called. Something or others. Anyway, was it in there? It is quite possible it was in there. Now it's not actually big enough. It's not big enough. So what we're going to do, so I folded it. If you can see that, I folded it. I'm going to snip that off, and then I'm going to stitch it to the bottom, because that will make it big enough. Still can't think what they're called. Barn yarns. Barn yarns. That's it. Did it come from the barn yarns box? It may well have done. It may well have done. Now, I would say we need to go and iron this, but that's a bit impossible right now. It's another reason why I want to literally get the Saturday stuff together and the Sunday stuff together. Yes, we're going to do that. So I'm just laying for now, one on top of the other. I'm doing right side of fabric to right side of fabric to make another piece along the bottom. My machine is so rattly. I think tomorrow we're going to need to oil it, without doubt. It's very, very, very rattly. It's annoying because I've only recently done it, haven't I? I mean, when was it? Literally like the other day when I ordered it. You are just mucking around. There we go. Yeah, it's going to need oil, that's for sure. It's going to need oil and maybe a little service. I really like this lining. This is going to make a very, very pretty lining of a bag. That's what I meant to tell you. You remember my friend Susan, who has got a chirpy bird as well? Well, I saw her chirpy bird yesterday because I went down to go and pick up the children's quilt from the hospital quilt, and it's got his little patchwork roof on it. You know, the little patchwork roof that I made for her chirpy bird? Well, he looks very, very cute. And she made it, obviously, she made it bunting. You know, I mean, you've got to, haven't you? Really, you've got to make bunting for it. So, yeah. So the chirpy bird lives over the hill from me. has also got bunting on it. Right. Let me see if this is the right size. So all I've done to like use the template of the bag is literally laid the fabric on it. I've stitched a bit on the end, just smoothing it down really to make sure it's could it be the heat drying the oil quicker? It could be Sharan. It actually could be. Yeah, you are right. It could well be. Or Beninas are known for being very oil hungry, and it does, and I will admit it, because it does need a service. I keep saying to my husband, think it needs a service. So it could be that. It could just need to go and have a spa day or a spa week. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to snip out those boxed corners. There, that's one. And I'm going to do the other one. But yeah, you know, those are a good idea, actually. I will be asking, is that a possibility? I mean, it could well be. Because I suppose, you know, it can get quite hot in here in the heat we've had. Okay, so while we're here, I'm just going to draw a line. That's that one, that's that one, that's that one, that's that one. I'm just going to draw a line. Where is my pen? There we go. Because I've got to make sure, obviously, that the cut underneath is the same as the one on the top. There we go. That I need to take off. There's a tiny bit on the top. There's about, I don't know, half an inch. Not even half an inch, really. Right. Okay. So that's the outside of the bag. There. And there. Now I'm going to make the pocket for the inside. I mean, the thing is with bags as well, you know, I usually just put one pocket on the inside, but you can very much put pockets. See you tomorrow night, Heidi. See you later. And there is someone called Geneva coming in from Ohio, USA. Hello, hello. Good evening to you. Hope you're good. No, Heidi, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, so you know, the thing is, when you're making a bag, you could do whatever pockets that you want, really. I mean, why not? Why not? You could have loads of pockets, like, you know, my city quilted bag that I showed you earlier. Well, that one, that's got a lot of pockets in it. That one has. Hello, Luna. Welcome to you. Hello, Karen. Good evening. Good evening. Hope you are good. I'm literally just making myself another handbag. I'm making myself a smaller one. So yes. Yeah, so Geneva Coleman. Welcome. All the way from Ohio. I've never been to Ohio, actually. Been to a few places in America, but never been to Ohio. Okay, so I'm going to work out where I'm going to put the pocket. So I do want the pocket on the opposite side of where the zip is. Now we know from the lining now where the zip's going to be, because I've made that cut in it, haven't I? So this is the lining. So I think what I'm going to do is 10 past 10. I'm tempted to get the pocket done. Then we're going to finish it off tomorrow, I think. I've got so much stuff everywhere. There's just too much stuff. I get a sip of my tea. Okay. Oh, we were going to do, that's right. Sorry. I'm just thinking, what are we doing? We were doing the pocket for here. Now, let's work out the pocket. I'm going to use, obviously, that scrap as well. So the pocket can go there. I can trim that a little bit smaller. That would be quite a nice size pocket, actually, in all honesty. So you could, if you want to, do pockets on both sides. I mean, I have done before, but on this one, I probably won't. So now, right, I need to put that there. There is not enough room. There is not enough room. There's not enough room in the inn. Let's see. Let me get my little scrap pile back. I think I'm going to use that as my lining. And we'll do do the crazy patchwork again. So yeah, so all I'm doing is I'm laying the first piece of fabric onto the wadding, and obviously at the moment the right side of fabric is facing up. But when I do the next one, which is this one, you're going to do the right side of fabric to right side of fabric, and then you're going to stitch a line down it. I mean, you could keep going all the way across and doing it like that. And obviously, if you did that, that's almost like a flip and stitch process. If you had a piece of fabric on the back, that'd be like a flip and stitch process. That one. So as you can see, so I've done right side of fabric to right side of fabric, stitched it down, and then I'm going to flip it back and fold it over. So I'm just going to finish off that. We'll get the pocket on, and then I will probably leave it until tomorrow. We'll carry on doing some more tomorrow. So I definitely want to get this bag finished tomorrow. Get the division of the Saturday and Sunday stuff for the quilt show. That can go over there, because there's such a lot of stuff in here at the moment. And do some more. We'll do some more of my jacket tomorrow. That'll be fun. And maybe some, oh, the Christmas table runner. That's what I was going to do, wasn't I? I was going to do some of that. So yeah, we got enough to keep us occupied tomorrow. That's for sure. I'm going to do a little bit. Let's do that bit there. It doesn't, with this, obviously the pocket, you know, you're not really going to see it because we're going to be on the inside. But you want to make it still look a bit pretty, that's for sure. Yeah, so if you're just joining now, if you haven't met me before, my name is Rachel, and I can see hello to Ella. Hello, Brown Sugar. Welcome, welcome. And if you haven't followed me before as well, please do follow me. And we are, I'm the CEO and founder of the So Happy Quilters Association. Our membership is completely free. If you want to sign up to that, you're welcome to. Just go to our website and click on the join button. We do lots of like little things for various charities. And we're having our first quilt show this weekend coming, which I'm super excited about. One of our charities called Cats Protection. We make quilts for them. They're going to be at our quilt show. And the other two, we're going to be represented by various things. There you go. So there you go. There's a little crazy patchwork in Liberty fabric pocket. So I'm going to put it onto the blanket stitch it down there. There we go. Hello Kel, welcome to you, hope you're good. So right, so blanket stitched that down, and now I'm going to get a bit of fabric to stitch it all the way around. I think I might go for the green. I quite like the green. Which one should we do? Should we do that one? That's quite nice. They're quite big pieces. So we've done the lining. We've done the pockets. So now all my Liberty scraps can go away. That can go in there. Yeah, so my Liberty scraps can go away. That's good. Oh, hang on. Back to the... That's it. So if we get it into a position where literally tomorrow morning we're good to finish it off, like get the bag finished, so that'd be helpful, and then we can get on to doing some other bits and bobs. Yeah, I mean, I would like to, if I can create enough space in the other room, then I would like to look at the Hungry Caterpillar quilt I was going to do. I mean, there is a possibility that we could do another I Spy quilt. Would we get that finished in time for next weekend? I mean, possibly we might. I don't know. Right. So now I'm going to turn it through. I'll stitch the pocket on, and then We will reconvene tomorrow, people. We will reconvene. That is what we will do. Hello, Shan. Welcome to you. Hope you're good. I hope you're well, Karen. You've had a good Saturday. It sounds very, what's the word? Like, it sounds like there's a lot of stuff in here at the moment. Like when you have, you got to run. That's all right, Jessica. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. I will be on, obviously, I'll be on when you're sleeping tomorrow, but I will be on in the evening as well. So I'll see you later. Bye. You was at your MT craft group today. Nice. Very, very nice. Quilting needles. Explain big eyes for big fun. Well, that has just come up on my little screen. Right, so now I've stitched that through, pulled that through. I'm going to put the pocket on. I mean, this one, it looks a bit smaller than the one that's on the outside, actually. Now, whether my phone would go in that one, I mean, it might. Right, so here's the lining. And like I said, really, I should be ironing this. But in all honesty, that is an impossibility right now because I've got so much stuff on my ironing board. All the raffle prizes that are ready for the quilt show, they are literally waiting, ready to go. Okay, so this was the side what you needed to do, wasn't it? That side. And I put the pocket on. Oh, hold on a minute. I need to do a top stitch first. Yeah, we'll do the top stitch. Sometimes, actually, when you do a top stitch for a pocket on a bag, it's nice to do like a little decorative stitch across there. I have done that before. Obviously, I'm not going to do it on this one, but I have definitely done that before. And sometimes it's quite nice to use like other stitches in your sewing machine that you wouldn't usually use. So if I put that there, this is just like temporary, okay? And then the zip's going to go there. Might have to come down just a tiny bit because what I found on my other bag, where the zip's quite close. But I don't. I meet you, Rachel. We'd love to find a friend. Ah, nice to meet you too, Jeanette. Nice to meet you too. So I have lots of great things you can go and watch on my YouTube channel, and I do live stream most evenings as well. So usually sort of like UK time between about 8 and 10:30, 11 o'clock is usually when I live stream. And yeah, right. And if you want to go to our website, go to www.shqa.co.uk and click on about and meet the team. You can learn more about us, more about my team. So I think that's probably quite a nice position to have it in because it's not too close to the bottom because look, the bottom is there and that's the top. But before I pin it in place, I'm just going to get my rulers. Where did my rulers go? Here they are. They're just everywhere. They're just like, okay. I'm going to put that there, and get the other one. I've totally and utterly lost all my stuff. There it is. There is my ruler. Like, where are you? Okay, so you should be able to like use it because the bottom, I know the bottom's straight. Okay, I might go a little bit lower. Should I go a little bit lower? Oh, here's one of those quandaries in life, isn't it? Do you go lower on your pocket or not? Let me have a look. Okay, let's do that. Let's go that from the top. There we go. That's fine. I'm happy with that. I'm going to pin that in place. I've just realised I've knocked my zip on the floor. So yes, if I can get tomorrow, if I can get the other room a bit more tidy, then we can have a look at the Hungry Caterpillar. Look at the Hungry Caterpillar quilt. That's what I'd like to do. Right, let's go for it. Because if I don't do it now, I'm going to be like, trying to work out where the pocket's going to go. I need to move my little pot somewhere. Hello, Purple Daffodil. Welcome to you this evening. Hope you're good on this lovely Saturday night. Yeah, so it is a bank holiday weekend here in the UK. They say it's one of the busiest weekends that people travel on. I mean, also I do know as well that, you know, most of our kiddos go back to school next week. So I suppose there could be a lot of travelling going on, couldn't there? Right. There we go. So when I stitch my pockets on, I always like stitch quite a bit off it, like quite a bit up here, because when you put your hands into the pocket like so many times, it's inside the bag. If you didn't do that extra stitching coming up, it's just going to come undone, and then you'll end up having to restitch it, which could be a bit annoying. So that is my lining done. So my lining is now done. So that's exciting. So that's that. My main part of my bag is done, which is that's my bag. So that's the back of it, that's the front of it, and then obviously, like I mentioned, the bag strapping I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this bag strapping because I like using my big strap, you know, my seatbelt fabric, but actually because this is for my quilt show to use for my shows that I go to, I'm going to use that one. So that's really, really nice. So I put that there, so that's ready for tomorrow. And wonderful. So, tomorrow we're going to put on my Liberty scraps away. I don't think I need any more now, any more bits and bobs. Pick that up, pick that up. Pick the zip up. Again, don't lose the zip. There's the zip. That's it. Wonderful. So, I'm going to leave it there, my lovely sewing friends, and I will see you tomorrow. So tomorrow, if you're in the UK, I'll just let you know what time, because I'm sure your American friends are going to be sleeping in the morning. I'm going to be live streaming from 10 a.m. tomorrow until 1 p.m. UK time, and I'll be back on again at 2:30, so about 5:30, and then in the evening, my usual evening one. So I'm going to get the bag finished. We'll get the Saturday and the Sunday stuff sorted out so I can try and get some room into the other room. And then, because it's driving me like slightly like mad at the moment because there's so much stuff everywhere ready for our quilt show. But yeah, so wonderful. Excellent. So I will see you tomorrow. Oh, you're very welcome, Debbie. And I will have a good sleep, and I'll see you in the morning. See you later. Bye.
Come along to our first So Happy Quilters Association quilt show at Brighton Racecourse. Tickets available on our website. You can find the So Happy Quilters Association on social media, and don't forget to subscribe.